among the millions, just an empty head filled with the sky. I separated my life.
Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, Noodle here, and today we're back with another podcast. Misfit Inc number, what, 9? 10? 9? Okay. Joining us here live on location at the Palace Hotel Ballroom on Lake Wazapamami is none other than the glorious and the luxurious Danny motherfucking Cooper. How you doing, buddy?
I'm magnificent as fuck.
That's what I'm talking about. Standing up on stage, pretending like he's Yorick, holding a skull up to the lights and talking to nobody in particular is none other than his own brother, Corey Cooper. How you doing, brother?
And I'm fucking magnificent.
Oh my god. And also joining us...
say we are amazing.
Magic Man. Also joining us here is a VIP guest to the show.
Oh my god.
Coming all the way from the other side of YouTube, transversing the land of fake scrubs and people recording shit on their fucking iPods and stuff, is none other than MrKravin. How you doing, sir?
Somebody help me. Help.
Look, man, we're going to tie you after the podcast. It's fine.
Seriously, it's for a social study.
I'm doing good.
I know on my channel, I reference your channel and like Harshly Critical quite a bit, since you guys are basically the only Let's Players that I watch anymore.
He's like gurgle.
Yeah, basically. Oh no, I've done that a long time ago. But for everybody else who hasn't seen, you mind telling us a little bit about your YouTube channel?
Sure. So I basically just do Let's Plays and stuff like that. You know, you guys might have heard this Let's Play thing on YouTube. It's kind of new to the scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I try to keep it chill. That's about it. Play a lot of horror games and stuff like that.
All right, sweet. All right, so if you guys haven't checked out his channel, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to put a link down below. These other guys, do y'all still have channels?
I do, and I'm working in bulk to bring it back.
So basically, you haven't done anything yet?
I made a logo. You see my logo, and that was important. Damn it!
Branding is important, friend.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah.
All right. So like all
crazy.
podcasts, we're gonna go ahead and get started. First off with Bucket of Doom. Secondly, we got a lot of video game news. A lot of stuff has happened since we last talked. In fact, the last time we talked, there really wasn't much going on, and this time it seems like the video game world is blowing up. And then lastly, we're gonna go ahead and do spoiler alert. Our homework assignment this week was none other than the Phantom of the Opera. That was your suggestion, right, Danny?
Poto up in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
OG.
As the 2004 special edition, you can go ahead and catch it on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen it yet, and you're listening to this podcast, then stop the podcast, go watch the movie, come back, we'll still be here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, we're still here.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was everything I could have hoped and dreamed.
Ah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this Bucket of Doom thing.
Yeah.
All right, so for those of you at home who are catching this podcast for the first time and you haven't listened to any of our other podcasts, fucking shame on you, goddamn casual.
Go back and start over. But the Bucket of Doom, for the misfits who don't pay attention, and because there's 3 of you guys, we're going to go ahead and pass out a scenario to each of the misfits. They're all going to have the same scenario, and these scenarios range from something dangerous or something that, you know, you're going to have to try to save face, or an embarrassing situation, or a day-to-day thing in the Strike of Life, or in the Life of Strike. Jesus Christ. Yoda I am. And they're going to have to tell me how they're going to get out of that situation using one of hundreds of useless items that I'm going to go ahead and give to them as well. They can only use this item. They can't just make shit up. Like, for example, if their item is King Dong Schlong, they can't say they're also going to use King Dong's money as well, because all they have is his schlong. That's actually an item, by the way.
Can we make money with King Dong Schlong?
That's if you have the time to make money with King Dong Schlong. I mean, I guess that's stupid. You always have time to make money with King Dong Schlong.
Right.
Yeah. But yes, you can. As long as it's within the limits of your item, you can do what you need to. So there we go. We're going to play a few rounds of this, and let's go ahead and get started here. Oh, God. What useless scenario are you guys going to have today?
So we're doing scenarios first, not items?
Oh, yeah, that's right, ain't it? Look at you. You're keeping me in check.
Damn it. Shouldn't have said nothing.
You shouldn't have. All right, let me... and as far as points are concerned, because there's only 3 of you guys, we're going to do it like Podcast 7 or something, where the only vote is going to be my vote, because I'm important. And I'm going to pick the story I like the best, or the one I can relate to, or I have favoritism towards. So,
Apparently, all you gotta do is just spit out a quote, and he's like, "Oh God, give me it."
Hey, that was a fucking paragraph long quote. So, all right, here we go, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Your useless item is a copy of 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, it is completely useless. Thank you.
Not as useless as Corey's.
It's a good doorstop.
Corey,
Yep.
from the last time you let your clubfoot street pigeon go away, you set it free.
I did.
You let it go.
And the only thing that it left you was a paper bag full of breadcrumbs.
Didn't even want the crumbs, you greedy bitch.
Okay, and MrKravin, you looked all over your house. Your useless item is you have a full colostomy bag.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Fantastic.
You an English farmer? What the fuck?
So there we go. I'm going to need to know, gentlemen, how you're going to use a copy of 50 Shades of Grey, a paper bag full of breadcrumbs, and a full colostomy bag in order to get out of this situation.
God damn it.
You are Santa Claus. You squeeze halfway down a chimney and get completely stuck. So Danny, you being Santa and getting stuck in somebody's chimney, I need to know how you're going to use the copy of 50 Shades of Grey to get you out of there.
I got this, guys.
Oh,
Stay in the car. So, obviously, since it's an erotic novel, I'm just going to read it. And then I'm just going to start sweating from enjoying it so much and getting moist. And I'm just going to slide right down that chimney and go hope on that ho, ho, ho. Nooch.
That's gross. You could have gone grosser with that.
I could have.
I'm glad
But I decided to just go moisten.
moisten.
Yeah.
All right, Corey. You're Santa. You're at little Timmy's house. You go down the chimney, but Timmy's parents are really fucking cheap, and they like narrowed it in the center to save on construction equipment. So you're stuck, and all you have in your pocket is a paper bag of breadcrumbs that you were actually going to give to Timmy. So how are you going to use them to get out of the chimney?
I'm going to start tossing them out of the chimney and get my reindeer to come near me and see that I'm stuck. Help me.
They're just going to stare at you with their mouths open.
Yeah, give us more crumbs.
All right, MrKravin. I know this is going to be a hard stretch of your imagination, but I need you to tell me how you're going to use this full colostomy bag to get you unstuck.
Well, first off, I'm gonna feel super awkward because that was gonna be Timmy's gift.
Oh my god!
I was just gonna put that under the tree because he's a little shit. So I thought, what better than a full colostomy bag? So I guess what I have to do is tear it open and just dump it all over myself and use the contents to lube myself down through the chimney, and then promptly walk out the front door.
Trailing colostomy goo everywhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that is so gnarly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So he's like, as I was saying it, like I was thinking about it too. So I imagine myself like ripping it open, dumping it on my head. Like I was like shaking my hands above my head. Like,
nope, I'm done. I gotta go.
And then like if you're ever caught in this situation, you're just looking at that colostomy bag going, is there really no other way?
Is there anything else I can do?
Like, when did Christmas turn into an episode of fucking Saw?
I want to play a game.
You want to play a game? You're stuck in a chimney, Santa. All you have is Timmy's colostomy bag. All right, I think this is I think it's pretty obvious. My pick is I'm definitely gonna go with the colostomy bag. That was the grossest, and it made me fucking watery-eyed thinking about it. Now, I don't know what else you could have done with the paper bag full of breadcrumbs, Corey. I suppose the only thing that I would have probably done differently is throw it up on the roof and hoping I attract a bunch of pigeons to come shit on me. That's about
Apparently we're into Shiza porn today.
Maybe. And then I thought you were going to go full bukkake with the 50 Shades of Grey. But,
I mean,
you kept it
did
clean.
say moist.
Yeah, wouldn't that make it more stickier?
Not at first.
No, sweat's a natural lubricant.
Stop it. It's a natural lubricant of fucking chimneys.
Fuck lube, you spit.
All right, so Kraven gets the point. Ding, ding, ding.
Are we not voting for each other, you said?
No.
Because that's right.
No, because, I mean, it would be too easy to get a tie with 3 people.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we'll go in reverse order. Whoa. So, Kraven, actually, you were talking about this recently, and you're going to relive your adventures again. You actually have a ham and magic mushroom pizza.
Awesome.
Hey, Corey.
Amazing.
Deep in your pockets, you have
Those damn Jinkos.
the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, jealous.
Oh,
I think that's fucking
don't
cheating.
be jealous.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah.
You, sir, have a vintage bottle of champagne.
Champagne.
Champagne. So, using a ham and magic mushroom pizza, a Tooth Fairy, and a vintage bottle of champagne, gentlemen, I really need to know.
Well, that explains the Tooth Fairy.
I need to know how you're going to get out of this dangerous situation. You're no longer Santa Claus. After quitting the business after getting stuck in Timmy's fucking chimney, you decided to join MI6, and now you're James Bond. But unfortunately,
claws like CLAUSE.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
The movie.
But unfortunately, you're not stuck in a chimney. Now you're strapped to a table, and a red-hot laser is burning a path towards your manly bits.
Oh, fuck.
Very much like Outlast.
Right.
Just with the laser, not with the assault. Right. And I need to know, gentlemen, how you're going to use a ham and magic mushroom pizza, a Tooth Fairy, and a vintage bottle of champagne to get yourself out of that terrible situation. So how's it going to be, Kraven?
So, assuming that I had planted that pizza before being tied down to the table and such, I'm hoping that the leader of the minions will have walked away by now, because that's what they do in the movies. Like, they just let the henchmen do all the work.
Right.
I'm hoping that the henchmen will get hungry and start eating it, and that this is a very slow laser, giving me time, or giving the mushrooms time to kick in. And then, as he's tripping balls, I can talk him into shutting the machine down, and then promptly dispose of his corpse after I murder him.
Yeah. All right. Very plausible. I like it. Corey, you're strapped down to a table. There's a laser coming at you. And all you hear from your pocket is, "What the fuck?" And like the Tooth Fairy pops out. Ornery as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm going to be losing a couple teeth, but I got to make a deal with her so she can save my ass. I'll be looking like goon once this shit is done.
Oh my god. That's fucking terrifying.
Ugh. Ugh.
Ugh. All right, Danny. You're laying on the table. Lasers coming at you.
Well, in the spirit of all this rest of this, I'm not going to be shitting myself.
Okay.
Clearly, I'm going to take the bottle that I have in my hand. I'm going to lob it at the laser, and it's going to intercept the laser prism, and it's going to refract the lasers out everywhere and kill everybody else around me. And it's going to movie magic style cut the fucking restraints at the same time, and I'm going to get up and scot-free walk away.
That's actually pretty awesome if it were to work that way. All right. After taking a considerable amount of time to think about all the options,
You took like no time.
I've always been scared of the Tooth Fairy. I think that she is a terrifying monster that needs to be put into check.
That shitty movie.
I've always imagined her like, was it the Sugar Plum Fairy from the house, Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
Where she's
Ew,
just
rad.
a face full of teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always kind of imagined her as that. And so dealing with her is a fucking terrifying ordeal for me. I've been under mushrooms as well. And I don't know if you're going to be able to talk to these guys when there's a shiny laser Going all over the place.
It's very true.
Moths to the flame.
But that's pretty good. And you did have it right. They're probably going to walk away, and it's probably going to be an extraordinarily slow-moving laser. Like, the laser would probably be moving so slow that as it cut you, the other side of you would actually have time to heal. So, yeah. And I'm gonna have to my vote's gonna have to go to Danny. I love the fact that you added movie magic in there, and I can just imagine this fucking bottle of champagne rolling into the fucking laser, and then it just shoots shit everywhere. You get up and you're like, "That's why I'm James Bond, bitch." And then you just
then adjust my
off.
bow tie.
Oh yes, the bow tie.
And then walk off.
Fantastic. All right, so this round, Danny gets the point. Ding ding ding. Woo. Good job.
Well done.
Alrighty. Let's see. One more.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going by pretty well.
All right, gentlemen. I'm reaching into my Santa Claus bag of useless items, handing them out.
And you're gonna pull out another colostomy bag.
Corey,
Yeah.
you have a stick-on Taliban beard. So you too can
so
look like
gnarly.
Osama bin Laden.
It looks like a bunch of gnarled
Hey.
pubes.
It is pubes. That's how they make it.
Danny,
Yes.
you have an inflatable paddling pool.
Sweet. It's no fatty patty, but it'll do.
Ed Craven, I don't want to know why you have this. I'm not going to question you and your hubby's exploits in the bedroom, but you have a baby bottle full of breast milk.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, man, this is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
we
As in art, we will judge you for free.
oh my god!
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
We're gonna put it all over Tumblr. Start
Triggered.
triggered.
Triggered?
All right, gentlemen. Using a stick-on Taliban beard, an inflatable paddling pool, and a baby bottle of breast milk, I need to know how you're gonna get out of this dangerous situation.
God.
An asteroid the size of Texas is hurling at you at 10,000 miles per hour, and I need to know how, using your item,
Like, directly at me.
yes, you're going to stop that asteroid from hitting you.
I can't swerve, and it's a homing asteroid.
So, Corey, you're on Earth, you're looking up, everybody's panicking, asteroid's coming down. You bust out your stick-on Taliban beard. You're like, I got this.
Allah Akbar.
So let's do this.
I'm gonna intimidate the comet. I'm gonna put it on my face and just yell at Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
Corey uses intimidate. It's not very effective.
Triggered.
Oh, God damn it.
Gonna know who the real boss is.
Mr. Craven, I know you've been thinking about this. You're like, what the fuck am I going to do with this fucking bottle?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I can do with a baby bottle full of breast milk.
Breast milk.
Breast milk.
So there you go.
Oh.
Scientists, they come over to you and they're like, we've expended all resources. We have top men doing this, trying to solve this problem, but you are our only hope because you're, my son watches you on the YouTubes. So they just hand you a baby bottle of breast milk and they're like, save the world.
I would say sweet. I would take it and I would go sit down probably on a beanbag chair of some sort, and then I would nurse on that nipple and watch the world end.
Oh my god.
I would just let the world end.
Just fuck it.
Exactly. If I'm going out, then might as well be comfortable.
Alrighty.
Make sure you put some sugar in that milk. It tends to be a little tart.
Yeah, and wear a shirt when you're sitting on that beanbag chair. You don't want to try to adjust yourself and then be like stuck to it.
Oh yeah, try to stand up and it's just like stuck to my back.
It's like, yeah, no, that's terrible.
That's never good.
That's horrible.
All right, Danny.
Yep.
Scientists are fleeing everywhere. You walk over to where they're all standing, seeing if you can offer your services, and you see Corey standing at the top of the building yelling, Allah Akbar. You see Mr. Craven just sitting in a beanbag chair, ignoring the meteor coming at him, watching the sunset, sucking on a bottle of breast milk. And you're like, how can I help? And Neil deGrasse Tyson turns around to you and he's like, here! And he hands you an inflatable paddling pool. He's like, go save the world, young man.
Well, first, I'm going to squeal with glee because that man is amazing. I've been watching Cosmos. Love it. I thought really long and hard about how I'm going to, avoid this situation. And what you don't know is that this inflatable boat is much like the Magic School Bus, to where it can transform into anything. All you got to do is have the imagination with it. And it's going to turn into like a life-saving laser ray. The paddles, the end of the laser, and it just like pumps out, and it turns into like a big ray, and it's going to shoot the laser and explode it into a bunch of little dust particles that are going to pollute the air for centuries to come. But hey, we're still alive, god damn it.
You go to your room right now. Get out of here.
What kind of existence is it?
That's the lamest fucking cop-out I've ever fucking heard. That's worse than Corey's fucking donkey being able to fly because it's actually a unicorn.
Oh, no, but we can fucking
Pegasus.
quote movies, and it's perfectly... You know what? Fuck you.
It was the Lego movie. It had something to do with that.
No, that's fine.
It would have been different if you were like...
School Bus, but it's okay. No, it's cool. I get it.
Get out of here. Of the two...
Come on, the magic lifeboat.
Fuck you.
I feel like there was so much more you could have done with that beard, Corey.
Right.
I probably would have put it on and pretended like I was Osama bin Laden and rallied a bunch of extremists to throw themselves at the meteor to blow it up.
Wrong.
Yeah, thank you. Miscellaneous washing unit in the distance. I probably would have used the inflatable raft. I don't know. It's a paddling pool, but I didn't really specify how deep it was. I've been like, it's the biggest paddling pool in the world. It's the size of the Atlantic Ocean, or something. I don't know. I probably would have been disqualified with that
because
one.
that's yeah.
At least it wouldn't have fucking transformed into a fucking laser.
You know what? I did the best with what you gave me.
And then sitting on a beanbag, sucking a breast. This is a difficult choice. This is like terrible options that I'm faced with. I'll give it to the beard. I want to see Corey with the Taliban beard on. That's all I want in life.
You just want to make a three-way tie. That's all it is.
I want a three-way, goddammit. You can't stop me.
It's not gay when it's in a three-way.
That's right.
It's true.
Just close your eyes.
Three dudes it is.
What? No way.
No. The rule is it's not gay if it's in a three-way.
That's true.
With the honey in the middle, there's some leeway.
There is a honey
We
in the
can
middle.
put some honey on us, whatever.
Yeah, I got some breast milk. It's fine.
Put a little splash of honey in that shit. Oh boy.
All right, we're moving on. Fuck this. All right, so
Well, bears do love hunt.
points sitting thus far. Danny has 1 point, Corey has 1 point, and MrKravin has 1 point. So it is a three-way tie once again going into spoiler alert.
I don't think anybody heard that, Corey.
No, I didn't hear nothing. I'm gonna hear it when I'm editing, aren't I?
That's brilliant.
Hey, yeah.
All right,
Oh, man.
let's just get right into big news.
Yes.
And then I have some little stuff to fill in towards the end. But I know you've been harping on me about this one, and it is a story that I've been following as well. Star Wars Battlefront just put out a thing saying that they're going to have no single-player campaigns.
Boo.
Started.
Yeah. As a Star Wars Battlefront fan, I've always liked the single-player campaigns, mostly because I have problems finding people to play with me.
Yeah.
People who are either going to get on my level or just not fucking pwn completely and leave me standing there looking like a fucking idiot.
Just put some honey on yourself. You'll be good.
Yeah, I know. They did comment, however, that instead of a single-player campaign mode, they're going to have crafted missions, whatever the fuck that means. And some people speculate that it's going to be modeled after Titanfall's campaigns.
Gross.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was at first, and then I saw a playthrough of like Titanfall,
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's kind of shitty."
Super
I
shitty.
never played Titanfall, so explain to me what that means.
You want
I don't
to take it, Danny?
It's just, I don't know how to explain it.
Garbage?
Yeah, garbage is a good word for it.
It's like they don't really have. It's not really. It's sort of like Left 4 Dead 1, I would imagine. I think that's probably like the best way to go for it. Where there's no story, there's no overarching story. It's like point A to point B.
Oh,
it has like specific things
like,
you have to do, and it has
Yeah.
there's no tying it together with nothing.
Empty. Yeah.
All right, so it just like drops you in like a scenario that
Yeah.
you have to accomplish. Okay.
But apparently, it's like they're gonna have like minimum amount of maps, and they're gonna be like a ton of these different scenarios of doing these maps. So you get to play the same level over and over and over again. But the way that they described it is that they wanted to create it fully multiplayer. So you can have single player, you have split screen co-op, and you have online co-op, and you can actually have up to 40 players playing at one time.
Which sounds great if EA can hold their fucking servers together like they do for Battlefield. Oh wait, nope, just kidding. God damn it, man! I'm losing so much interest in this game every time something comes out.
Maybe they'll use the SimCity server. Oh,
don't bring that up. Stop
Shots fired.
Oh, stop it.
Try to keep the gloves above the belt, please. Thank you.
For those of you who are like Corey and you have no friends, and you still want to play this with other people, don't worry. They also included AI bots to help you.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
great.
I'm done. I just lost complete all interest. I didn't hear that part.
I didn't plan on pre-ordering it anyways. Like, I'm not.
And you know, I did, man. I totally did. And now I'm just so pissed. I'm not even gonna.
A bunch of people on my Twitter feed, as soon as that trailer came out and like more details came out, like probably 3 or 4 people on my Twitter feed all were just like at the same time, basically saying like, "I'm canceling my pre-order. This is bullshit. This sounds terrible."
I was so stoked for the trailer. Because like there was like a clash of trailers for Superman, and then fucking that came out, Star Wars came out, and then the Star Wars Battlefront came out. I was like, trailers galore, awesome. And then the fucking details came out, and I was like, oh, that's what it's gonna be like, eh? I'm not in.
I think that there are some good points that get highlighted though from this game.
And Destiny had some good points too.
Don't bring that up. You can play as Darth Vader. He's a playable character. And they've confirmed that there's no Jar Jar Binks whatsoever touching this fucking game.
That's good. But that's also, they're not doing prequel shit either. Like there was some epic fucking battles in the prequel, and they're not doing anything with it.
Right. They wanted, according to what's his name, Patrick Bach. He's the general manager of DICE. Mm-hmm. And this is what he said. He said that the game is first and foremost a multiplayer game. Battlefront was a multiplayer game. That's what we wanted to recreate the battles of the original trilogy. Which is pretty cool, but I remember there being a Battlefront game where you played in Hoth and you played in Endor.
Yeah, it was the second one.
Yeah, so I mean, they've already fucking done this. Where they just upgrading the graphics? I don't
That's
understand.
what it seems like, a rewash. Like I'm so disappointed in, what is it, Frostfire, Frostbite, whatever. Like they got
the engine.
Yeah. Like it's such a great engine, but now you're teamed with this shitbag company that's gonna ruin it.
They also said that it releases in November if any of you out there are still interested, and it is available for pre-order now. And apparently you also get the Force Awakens themed DLC for free. Apparently, like, that's going to come out right before the movie comes out. And
yeah, movie's Christmas this year.
Right. So that DLC is actually going to tie, episode 6 with episode 7. So that way there's a bridge between the two stories. Now, I had imagined that it would... I had a perfect analogy for this, and I didn't fucking write it down because my brain is so good. But you could... for example, I've never watched any of the Thor movies, right?
Right. Which are pretty good.
So I hear. I've been wanting to, but I never watched them. But I went in and I saw the Avengers anyway. I was still able to follow the story. I was still able to know what the fuck was going on. But there were little nuances and things that were happening that were sort of like tied to the Thor story that I didn't understand. And I didn't know that I didn't understand them until people pointed them out. So I have a feeling that the new Star Wars movie is going to be like that, where you can still go see it. It'll make fucking perfect sense to anybody who's going to watch it. But if you played the DLC and gone through the battle, you would look at the movie and go, aha, so that's what that is. And that's why it's like that.
Do you remember back in when The Matrix was coming out, how they made a PS2 game called Enter the Matrix?
Yeah. The Animatrix.
Yeah, the Animatrix was badass. Enter the Matrix was a giant steamy pile of shit of a game.
Yeah.
But it did some like some cool backstory stuff. Ooh, but like it was a giant pile of turds. So I'm that like as soon as you said they're gonna tie in the game with The Force Awakens, I was like, ugh. Like I immediately got a bad taste in my mouth with it. Just why?
I'll wait till like 3 weeks later and it drops down to $30 and maybe.
Don't worry, everybody. It's going to be coming out for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. So if you own last gen stuff, I guess you're screwed. Or anything Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which I guess is pretty good. Nintendo's keeping their fucking hands out of it.
PC Master Race, what you know?
What do you know about that, though? Are we done? Are we done with Battlefront? Anybody have anything else to say?
I'm totally done with that shit.
I do have a question. Does anybody know if this is left over from whenever Disney bought LucasArts in their game studio, or is it it's like a brand new game they're working on?
No. This was
I just heard this too, which is crazy because it was in the works, and then they bought out Star Wars and shut down LucasArts, and then it got picked back up later, and that's what we're seeing now is the reignition of it. Like we lost what was that floor 13 or level 13 or 1313 or whatever the fuck the rated M version game that was going to be just baller. Like I was so awesome. And they just shat on everything that they had going, and they're like, well, wait, we can save this if we work with EA, and I was.
So I'm wondering if they're just like, we're not going to drop any more money in this. You tie this shit together and make it work so we can ship it. I wonder if that's what they're doing.
I feel like this is like Aliens Colonial Marines.
They're
like we could still save it, and EA's like, yeah. And then
like I'm just waiting for EA to die.
Dude, okay, look, I have this love-hate relationship with EA because every time I get to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm just fucking done with them, they come out with this fucking nugget of goodness, and I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, EA. Like recently Dragon Age's Inquisition, did that boost your spirits a little bit, or?
Yeah, I mean, I played a little bit of it. I'm gonna be a heretic, but I really, and this is where I'm fucked up on this one, is that I have it for PC, and I have like I got into Origins and and all that, and they're not. You can't use your controller. I have to use keyboard, and it's very awkward playing that game with the fucking keyboard. And that one was pretty good, but I mean, like I was more referencing like older titles. Like one of my favorite games was Alice Madness Returns.
Oh yeah,
and that's EA. And a lot of older EA games have that kind of vibe where you're like, fuck yeah, like the EA logo comes on, and you used to be like, hell yeah, you know, and then. It just seems like recently they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, and I've never even played the Dragon Ages, and I know they look beautiful and everything. I'm just like,
It's so long though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god! All right, we're moving on. There's big news for Borderlands happening like in the past 2 weeks.
Oh.
Matthew Armstrong, the writer and creator of Borderlands, announced that he was departing from Gearbox Software.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he was fired per se, but if he was, he seemed pretty cool about it.
They'd probably give him a nice severance check.
Probably, but that wouldn't really be all that bad, except that the writer for Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel, his name is Anthony Birch, he also left Gearbox. So they have like no writers for Borderlands. They did announce that Borderlands 3 is coming out, and its release date is quote-unquote sometime this generation. Probably when they find a fucking writer.
Yeah.
And sad news was that the pre-sequel's developer, 2K Australia, got shut down.
Aw.
And
of course they did.
What a lot of people don't realize is that was the only major developer in Australia.
That's super shitty.
Yeah, in America, if development teams go down all the fucking time. But what's really unique about the video game world is a lot of companies will go out and like try to pull in those people who were let go or who lost their job and try to pull them in to try to get new talent. So unless you really made a piece of shit game, you're pretty much guaranteed to get in somewhere. It might not be in your city, but you're guaranteed to get in somewhere. But in Australia, they don't have that. So when their fucking publishing company went down, the only options they have are you're out of the fucking video game world. You try to get in with some indie company who probably can't hire that many people, or you move the fuck out of Australia.
Sounds like it's time to get to the Kickstart.
Yeah, no shit.
Please support my indie. Which, and you know what, man? The way things are nowadays, indie games are where it's at. and I much props for PlayStation to support that shit.
Mm-hmm. So. There's a lot of indie games. I'm really surprised because I remember when indie games were first coming out, and there was all like Unity terribleness.
Yeah, it was mostly just garbage.
Fucking Geometry Wars, though.
Oh man, what you know about the Geometry Wars?
Dude, there's like 3 of them now.
But they've slowly evolved, and it's really pushed the limits. I remember like when indie games first came out, I remember a lot of developers were like, "What is this? This isn't competition. This is shit," and like they didn't give a shit. And now you actually have like AAA publishers who are like either shitting themselves or trying to get in on it by buying up these little companies or trying to quote unquote publish them because they're coming out with really good shit. And it goes to show that you don't need a team of like 500 fucking people to make a video game.
Yeah.
You hear that, Beyonce? You don't need a team of 500 fucking people to make a goddamn song.
No, she does.
Okay, maybe she does.
I said it.
Don't unsubscribe, Beyonce.
We love you, B.
And Kanye, don't leave. We don't actually hate Beyonce. I'm just saying that Beck should have given her the thing. I didn't know if you guys were Borderlands fans or not. I mostly got that news for Strike because I know he's a big Borderlands fan.
I'm a fan. I know about it.
All right. Let's see. Sony Pictures has acquired Nintendo licenses. What? Or they're trying to. Leaks are coming in from Sony Pictures that they're trying to secure the rights to Smash Brothers.
That'll never happen.
They're trying to get Mario, Zelda, and Donkey Kong for either a Smash Brothers movie or for other independent projects.
Oh, Sony Pictures.
Yeah, Sony Pictures. Yeah, Sony Pictures is different from Sony Computer Entertainment. Yeah. They still talk to their mother headquarters.
That would be cool because they just did that one movie, or they got that one movie coming out. Pixels. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, and that's what people were saying. A lot of people were saying like, no fucking way, they'll never do it. But Nintendo's licensed character likenesses and characters before Wreck-It Ralph and Pixels.
Yeah.
To make movies, and I don't know how they would make a Smash Brothers movie without it being like Sunday afternoon kid special.
Make it dark.
I'd be down.
Although, if they did secure the rights, then that means that there could be the potential for a Legend of Zelda live action movie.
Starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Since he never ages and he looks just like Link.
I could get behind that.
I could get behind him.
That. But apparently there's also other movie projects in the works as well. One of them is Uncharted.
Which is a good series, and I really need to get in that because I've been looking at reviews and Let's Plays. And
they said that it's going to be like National Treasure, but more serious and less silly. And a lot less Nicolas Cage.
A lot less Nick Cage. And I like Nick Cage.
I do too. I like old Nick Cage. I don't like new Nick Cage.
What happened to Nick?
I don't know.
He lost all of his money, or he spent all of his money, then got sued by the IRS for back taxes. So now he makes shit movies to pay off the IRS.
I don't know, man. I think Kick-Ass was a pretty good movie.
Kick-Ass was amazing.
Yeah, but he had like a little bit part in that though.
What?
He wasn't like the star of the movie.
That was no bit part.
Yeah, he died and brought tears to people's eyes. I don't know the last time that he actually brought tears to people's eyes.
Well, I mean, once I'm laughing so hard that I started crying. So.
Oh my god,
that's true. That's true.
Not the bees.
Amongst the rumored movies in production is and going from best, in my opinion, to the worst possible idea. BioShock, which I think would be fucking awesome.
That could be really cool.
Metal Gear Solid
somehow. God, please no.
Gran Turismo.
Oh my god!
How the fuck they're gonna do that one? Like Too Fast, Too Furious, I guess.
No,
or like the fucking Drive movie.
Or a Need for Speed. You might see that.
Yeah, no.
And Sonic the Hedgehog. Can you imagine a live action Sonic the Hedgehog?
A live action, like 3D CGI?
No, like somebody dressed up in a Sonic suit.
It's just a guy with the blue shirt running around a lot.
This dude's legs gonna be even longer now.
Oh my god,
he's
stop
gonna be
it.
like barely anybody. He's evolving quite creepily.
Like, have you guys ever seen the made up trailer for Pac-Man?
Yeah,
Pac-Man live action movie.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that, Craven?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you a link to that. It's actually really cool. Like, it's shittily done because it's somebody's home movie, but The concept is pretty cool. Basically, Pac-Man is a real person, and these ghosts are like invading the town, and he's like the only person that can stop them. So like, he's a motorcyclist, and he puts his helmet on, and it's the Pac-Man head.
Yeah.
And he drives around collecting like these pills, and he pops the pills, and it makes himself invincible, and he can fight the ghost or something. And then they have like the live-action Tetris trailer. Those are all pretty cool. Okay, let's just go really quick. We can have extensive conversation about this, but I just wanted to cover this really quick too. Life is Strange Episode 3 is expected to arrive on time for May. So for Let's Players out there, if you play Life is Strange, then don't worry about it. They're not going to push it back like they were thinking about doing for Episode 2. Star Ocean 5 got announced. And my nipples caught fire, and I was geeking out like a fucking schoolgirl when I heard this.
Woman.
Dude, I fucking love Star Ocean 5. Like, fun fact, Star Ocean was like my Legend of Zelda growing up. Like, that was my go-to fucking game.
Star Ocean. Hold on. Which one is that?
It was a PlayStation game.
It was PlayStation 1 RPG.
Mm-hmm. I fucking loved it. I loved Star Ocean 1, 2. I thought 3 was shit.
As usual, 3s are, in all fairness.
Yeah, it's very true.
I didn't play 4 because I think it came out for PlayStation, like the PlayStation 3. And I don't have that. But the Star Ocean 5 is going to be coming out it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive. So it's going to be PlayStation and PC. So, well, I guess it's not exclusive then, but PlayStation and PC.
So not Xbox.
Right. It's called Integrity and Faithlessness, and it's been announced. Apparently, it's going to be staged several centuries after humans leave the Earth. And they don't know. They haven't announced what the battle system is going to be, if it's going to be real-time or turn-based. It's traditionally turn-based. But they haven't announced it. But what they did say is that they're going to have this kind of symbiotic fighting style. So that way, like, if you're like a warrior with a mage, you know, the mage can cast fire on the warrior, and the warrior now has a flaming sword, so that you can combine attacks and stuff.
And the warrior runs around screaming.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god!
I want to see another turn-based game like Child of Light. That shit's cool.
I still need to play that.
I still haven't played it either.
I haven't played that yet.
It's beautiful, man. It's so much fun. I want to pick that back up.
So on the topic of Star Ocean, I think that was one of the first RPGs I played that took me like over 100 hours to beat.
Yeah, the first Star Ocean had like fucking 4 or 6 discs to it.
Yeah, it was super long, and the graphics weren't even that good. There's like little blocks, but
yeah,
it was
don't
just
say that.
Long ass game.
It was magnificent. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was super
You're
good.
magnificent.
Thank you.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, damn it.
There's a new Steam policy that gets put in place, and it shouldn't affect any of us or most of you out there. But basically, if you have an account and you've done one of the following. You have activated a retail game, you played demos or free-to-play games, you received gifts through trading or just through gifts, or you added a non-Steam game as a shortcut to your account, and that's all you've ever done, your account is going to be limited. If you create a new account, your account's going to be limited. This limitation will stop you from sending friend invites, opening group chat, voting on Greenlight, Steam reviews, or workshop items, which I think is good.
What the fuck?
Participating in Steam marketplaces, posting frequently in the Steam discussions, gaining Steam profile levels above 0, and getting trading cards, submitting content on the Steam Workshop, posting an item Steam Workshop discussion, and accessing the Steam Web API either using browser or mobile chat. They're basically going to cripple accounts that haven't at least spent $5 in the store during its lifetime. Not
Well,
really.
It's to combat spam.
Yeah, it's to
And,
combat spam.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I can see that now.
I've stepped
it's-
in the store, but I have non-Steam shortcuts. Or
No. But you've bought stuff in the store before, right?
plenty of stuff. I got
Okay, well then it doesn't matter. As long
Yeah.
as you spend $5 in the store, or you put $5 in your Steam wallet and have it there at all fucking times, then you're good to go. So buy one game and you're good to go. But it's to stop people from creating these multiple accounts and spamming, a like on Greenlight to get a fucking game in there, and then it's a piece
I
of
never
shit.
even thought of that.
Or
it's
they
to combat that, and there's also a lot of account hijacking. Like these bots will just like go out and just mass message people saying like, "Hey, click on this for a free Steam key," blah blah blah. But then when you do it, like fucking hijacks your shit.
yeah.
What kind of retard would
Yeah.
click that though? Seriously.
Little kids, they're like, "I want free games." So I mean, it happens. That shit actually happens.
Jackasses.
So I think it's actually a pretty good policy. And if you are going to be these companies, that means that each time you create one of these fake accounts, you're going to have to dump $5, and it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah.
$5 to the common man is nothing. You know what I mean? But to people who are like trying to spam shit, $5 every time, that's going to be
when they're trying to get like 100 votes on a green light or something like that. That's $500. I mean,
you're going to pay for it.
You might as well just save your 500 and put it into your fucking game.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it probably needs it.
And the last bit of news that I have, and I saved this one especially for us, me and Danny, particularly.
I'm nervous.
Because I thought that this was cool. Doesn't mean I'm going to get back into it, but I thought it was cool.
Oh, no.
World of Warcraft is holding a time walking event to make old dungeons fun again. So basically, when their new update comes out, they're going to allow WoW players to participate in an event where they will be randomly teleported to a classic dungeon. And upon entering the dungeon, their level and their gear is going to be scaled down to the dungeon's heroic level.
Oh, no, that's kind of cool.
So nobody can steamroll it. Now, you're at the end, if you beat it, there's supposedly tasty rewards at the end for anybody. I bet it's Telebin bananas.
Ooh, I love me some bananas.
But you get all that stuff. Now, here's the cool thing. Once you exit the dungeon, all the gear that you got, all the potions, and all of that shit that you get in the dungeon will actually be scaled up to your level once you leave. So you're able to get up to high-powered level 100 gear modeled after the original shit from back in the day.
That's... Dude.
Yeah, that's really
cool.
good.
Like, I only play WoW, but that's pretty cool.
When we played WoW, we did the WoW thing, we did PvP, but then eventually we got into role-playing really big, and that's the role-player's biggest thing, is that a lot of these gear sets from back in the day, you're talking about Burning Crusades or even like early Lynch King, were fucking awesome.
Yeah, like that was the best gear.
Yeah, but once you get into Cataclysm and that, it looks like shit, but then in order for you to look good, you have to have like 2 or 3 sets of armor, and it's a pain in the ass. Now, here's the thing. You have to be at least level 71 to participate in the Burning Crusade dungeons. You have to be at least level 81 for Lynch King dungeons, and the following dungeons are on the cards. The Alcatraz.
Oh, wow.
Black Morris.
Oh, God.
Manitombs.
Manitoom was fun. I loved Manitoom.
Shattered Halls. The Slave Pens.
Oh, God, I hated that fucking place, dude.
Ankahet, the Old Kingdom.
Oh, I never did that one.
It's good.
I never did it.
Grundak. Halls of Lightning, the Nexus, and Utgard Pinnacle. And if I never had to do Utgard Pinnacle the rest of my fucking life,
nah, dude,
I would be happy.
UP was fun. It was UN that sucked.
No, UP was fun until the fucking 50th goddamn time. I had a fucking run through there with a bunch of noobs.
You know, you got your gear eventually, okay?
Okay. Okay. So I guess that's it. Anybody have anything else to add for video game news?
I might go back into this now.
Mine is back in the movie news. It also ties into video games, I guess. Warner Brothers announced that they're teaming up with Scott to do a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh no, I remember that. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think
Nope.
this is what I commented, and I put this on a Harshly Critical's thing. I think it really depends on the director. Imagine a Five Nights at Freddy's movie directed by like Rob Zombie.
Oh, that'd be
like
gnarly.
it's just gory as shit.
Just
gore.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Gore, like
And
the hyper horror. Like
Yeah.
you have a lot of potential for this.
I'm looking the dude up right now. But rumor has it it's going to be Styles White.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it. He directed that Ouija movie,
which looked cool. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
It got like a 4% Rotten Tomatoes or something like that.
Whoa!
It doesn't mean it's bad though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. A lot of people don't like horror films.
Yeah.
Or they can't appreciate bad horror films.
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be like by that kind of crew, like the low budget.
Those are the
easy
best,
to turn
man.
out horror
really,
movies.
like a lot late. Like The Strangers was kind of low budget. That was fun.
I like that a lot.
Oh yeah,
dude,
that was a really good one.
What's the other one? Kill Them All. Oh my god, the group that does Kill Them All in VHS. So fucking good.
Okay, the
you see,
VHS series
there's
is really good.
Did you see the third VHS?
The three.
Yeah, did you see the third one?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
It was total dog shit. It was bad.
Really?
It was terrible.
One
I
and two
love
are
the first
amazing.
one, and I thought the second one was actually pretty good.
That first one, the succubus.
Oh, so good.
Dude, I
like
like
that,
that so hard.
Oh yeah,
dude.
me too.
I liked the alien abduction one. Oh, that one was really cool. I thought
where
that was
they-
really
me
well
up.
done.
They were having to sleep over?
Me up so hard, man. I hate
Yeah,
alien
I
abduction.
thought it
bot
was.
stuff.
I thought it was
Ugh.
really good.
Okay.
Ugh.
God, I got the heebie-jeebies, man. Alien abduction. That shit fucks with me, man.
Ooh, do it again.
Corey, you know that shit, dude, because we watched Alien, the alien abduction video, and we were fucked up.
Yeah,
That
and
shit-
I watched it again.
You fucking fool!
Dude, it's fake. I don't care.
I don't care.
Is
if
that the one with Mia Jovovich?
No,
No, it's
no.
the family one. And like now that I rewatched
Signs?
it,
No, it's
Science
Back
fucked
to
me
the
up when I
Woods.
first saw
Yeah.
it too.
I thought Signs was the
Let me-
most boring shit I've ever watched. And at the end when they showed the alien, I was like, all right, I'm done.
no, this video is like so badly done now that I'm watching it. It's called the McPherson.
No.
Yeah,
It's a
McPherson family abduction.
no. It's called abduction. It's just abduction.
isn't it? It's on
the
Netflix, right?
Incident in
It's on
Lake
Netflix.
County. Yeah. Incident in Lake County.
Please,
Anyways, moving on.
let's not have that one.
alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! Oh, we don't have a song, Danny?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert!
Andy's a jerk.
Spoiler alert! Corey's face is a jerk.
Oh my god. Alright, this week's homework assignment, or I guess week and a half, was the 2004 special edition Phantom of the Opera, chosen by Danny motherfucking Cooper.
Yeah.
I have seen this before. It was probably the third, I'll be honest, probably third or fourth musical I've watched. We'll go with first impressions. If this is your first time watching it, or if you have seen it before, what'd you think about it when you first watched it? Take it away, Danny.
God, I watched it so long ago. It was probably the first musical I ever watched, and I remember growing up in Detroit that they would advertise for the Phantom of the Opera at the Toronto Opera House, which is kind of like a big deal. It's a big place in Canada. It's where it's like the Broadway of Canada.
Right, America's
And-
Hat.
Yeah, and I never got to go to it, and I wanted to. I always wanted to see it, and then like years later, this movie came out, and I finally got around to watching that, and I fucking loved it. I own the fucking soundtrack. I own the DVD. I love this movie. It's one of my favorites. And like I just remember it didn't take itself too serious, and that's what drew me into this fucking musical. Like other musicals like Rent, it's just way too serious. But this one just made fun of itself in that it's an opera.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what kept me on this. I really do like it. It's one of my favorite musicals.
Corey, is this the first time you watched it, or you watched it before?
This is the first time I watched it.
You don't sound that excited.
It was so boring.
So you didn't like it?
No, I didn't like it.
That's fine.
What about you, Craven?
So I actually saw it back in 2004 when it first came out.
Nice.
Then I actually watched it a few weeks ago again. Maybe not a few weeks ago. Maybe it was just like last Sunday. Can't remember. Gerard Butler is a giant butt in it. Like he's terrible. I think he's
so
I think
delicious.
he's awful as I think he's awful as the Phantom. They auto-tuned his voice so bad.
That was auto-tuned as well.
Yeah. Also, the director is one of like my least favorite directors of all time. He's the guy who did Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Joel Schumacher. Yeah, I hate that guy.
Dude,
Yeah, he added the nipples to the batsuit.
I don't know about you, but if I was a bad guy and some dude came down and like landed on the ground with like nipples poking out, I'd be like even more scared. I mean, what is that?
What are you into?
I'll be into you in a minute.
BDSM, man.
Yeah. Overall, I liked it. I don't like musicals.
Mhm.
There's not my thing. Yeah. I don't know. It was alright.
I also saw it in 2004. I saw it in the theaters when it came out.
Wow.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, is that the very first musical I watched, and it's probably a lot for a lot of kids, was The Sound of Music.
What about The Lion King?
That's not
outside of Disney movies.
Yeah, outside of Disney.
Okay.
Let's be honest. And then I don't remember if this came out before it, but one of my favorite musicals is Repo the Genetic Opera.
Oh yeah,
that one.
Yeah. You showed me that shit, and that set the tone after.
It's fucking fantastic, and that's hands down my favorite. Before that, my favorite was Phantom of the Opera. Now, I've always liked the story of Phantom of the Opera. I remember the first time I watched it, the music got to me, and it is an amazing soundtrack. I had that soundtrack for the longest time up until my CDs got stolen. So, it's I don't know, and it's iconic. The Phantom of the Opera song, you know the song, because Baby Girl was actually watching the film about 2 or 3 days before we did the last podcast, and she was in the other room and she was singing it while I'm sitting over here editing videos, and I was like, "Is that fucking Phantom of the Opera?" So like I had to like get up and go over there, and then she was watching it, and it was nostalgia, and then as it turns out, that was the pick that got picked for the podcast. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's kind of why, because I saw it on the queue and I was like, "Oh no, that's what's going down."
Mm-hmm. I can honestly say I don't remember it flashing back and forth from black and white to color.
I loved that part. It came in with like a sepia tone too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, that was nice.
It's visually stunning, in my opinion. There's just a lot going on, and it's just I like it visually as well.
I also feel like if opera houses were really like that back in the day, with like hundreds of people crammed in these stairways that go up and down all over the place, like the movie felt very claustrophobic to me, and I couldn't imagine being an actor during that time period.
And how do you think syphilis spread so far in France?
One
the opera
very
houses?
loose woman.
Yes, opera houses and loose women.
So what would you guys like? Okay, overall, the movie started, and the diva chick. Yeah, I just wanted to just choke the shit out of her, and I don't know how people can be like that. I guess
Loved me.
They loved me.
Oh my god! Like I need to watch it again with subtitles on so I could actually know what's being said, because I was watching it. It was just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, like oh my god.
She was the most obnoxious, annoying piece of shit, and it killed me that she thought that she could sing, and it killed me that everybody else was sucking her proverbial dick to keep her on the fucking show. And I remember thinking when she was like, "I'm out of here," and she like walked out for the first time.
Minnie Driver's character, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Was
yeah.
she-
It took me a second to place who you're talking about. I was like, who?
Yeah, what was her name? Carlotta.
Yeah, Carla.
I
Oh
don't
god, I
remember
want to
the
hit her
names.
in the head with a baseball bat.
When she was walking out, right? And then, the fan was like, "Can you get, the other chick to sign this?" She all pissed off. When she was walking out, I was thinking to myself, as the owners of the property, I'd be like, "Okay, goodbye." Because it's not like today's standard where, I don't fucking know, Tom Hanks throws a fucking shit fit, walks out of the studio. There's going to be another studio that's going to be like, "Tom Hanks, come here." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've heard about you. We want you to work for us. And they didn't have that back in the day. So in order for her to go to another opera, she would either have to go to a lesser, like a smaller opera house that's somewhere in town and, be the big fish in the little sea there, or she would have to move to another town where they more than likely wouldn't have ever fucking heard of her.
Especially in
Like
Paris.
she might have to move. Yeah, might have to move out of the country, like go to London or something like that.
Yep.
But I mean, even then, she would start out as nobody.
Yeah.
It's not like her fame spread far and wide that people were running to see Carlotta or anything. It was just like she was the main star of that opera house. So when she was threatening to walk out, I was like, let her go. Do like Elsa. Let it go.
Thus the invention of the talent agent.
Yeah, seriously.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, so she was really fucking annoying. So, okay, I'll take it that the consensus is I was not the only one who wanted to just choke the shit out of her.
Oh yeah, no. Like She went just baseball bat repeatedly.
Mm-hmm. When I was watching the movie, we had this discussion when we watched the 1920 version of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and that was
only one.
But when they went and talked about the Phantom, I remember that I couldn't remember if he was burned or if he was just
I think he was deformed.
Just deformed, but I couldn't remember the original. Was he originally deformed or was he originally burned?
Truthfully, I don't know.
I thought he was burned.
This is the only version I know.
Because I thought that in the original Phantom of the Opera, he was an opera star and the building had caught fire, which was quite frequent back in the day. It was not unheard of that opera houses would just fucking go up in flames because they used gas or fire to light the stage. And he was badly burned and assumed dead. And he didn't die. He just crawled into like the back recesses of it and then like basically was like, I can't go out anymore like this. And so he just kind of stuck by the shadows and directed the opera from behind the scenes as a ghost.
Wasn't there a Boy Meets World version of this too?
Probably. Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did everything.
But I could have swore that was the original story. Up and down. And that makes for a more, I guess, believable character. But if you go for the fact that he's like Hunchback of Notre Dame deformed, I don't...
Sloth from Goons.
Yes.
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth. I don't know. I didn't find his character terrifying at all. And it was the same like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. If you think of these classic monsters, you think of, Frankenstein, the Wolfman. You think of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. If you want to go even classicer than that.
Dracula.
And we talked about this before, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, where his biggest thing was, what did he do? He killed a guy and he like threw a kid and he
did kind of maliciously hang that motherfucker. Oh, wait, no. You're talking about Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he wasn't really that intimidating. And then you have the Phantom, which I feel like they treated him like a ghost, but at the same time they knew he was a real person. And to me it felt like there was just, I don't know, this ambiguity of they don't know what to fucking do with this guy because he's getting a fucking salary and he makes it very well known that he's getting money.
Yeah.
So he's not a fucking ghost. And
right.
There's nothing mystical about him, but they treat him like some mystical thing, and it was like I don't understand why.
I can see that. Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, we give the ghost money.
Yeah,
seems legit.
And it was like he's like the fucking, the Taliban of this fucking organization where he just terrorizes the shit out of everybody, and everybody's like doing whatever the fuck he says. But why? I didn't understand that. Like when he was. If we go back to what I was saying, where if he was the burn victim and he was hiding out and behind the scenes, stealing food and stuff as it came, I can see them being more scared of him as a ghost. As the actual Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
And then at the big twist at the end is, he's an actual real guy. It was the guy who died in the fire, who supposedly died in the fire, But in this one, he was like a full-fledged person. Like he had a fucking base. Like nobody found his fucking base ever. Really?
Well, they found it at the end. And now that I'm thinking about it, it seemed like it might have been a prequel to, him being the omnipotent ghost character. So, I don't know.
And I really didn't think that his mutation was so far that he had to go fucking psychopathic with everybody.
I mean, he could have went Two-Face style on it, but, whatever.
Like, I don't know. The first time that they pulled off his mask. Okay, so this is, alright. So he had his mask, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a little mat. Like there's nothing strapping it on his face. He has the one that's strapped on his face.
Yeah.
But his regular mask is he just kind of sits on his face. And I remember looking over at Baby Girl and I was like, how the fuck is he keeping his mask on? And she was like, I don't know, like 2-sided tape. And I was like, wow, that's like nowhere near what I was going to go with this. I knew he was deformed. I couldn't remember how he was deformed, but I was like, maybe he has a hand on his face.
He's like holding on to it.
And he has like little hands, and there's like little handles inside the mask, and he's like hanging on to the mask with his face. And I would have been like, that would have been a terrifying, deformation.
That would have been horrible.
That would have been fucking terrible.
What?
Like, what is it? I don't know. It was weird and pissed off. Like, it's terrible. But then he pulls off his mask and he has, like, bad acne. And I'm like, you could fucking get over it, dude.
He's got a slight rash.
A slight
Like
rash.
they
All right.
fucking threw Play-Doh at his face.
Yeah,
It looked like a sunburn.
But it's a really, really bad sunburn.
All right, let's get with pictures.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
Good thing.
We're gonna go up our pictures one at a time. We'll go with Danny first, I guess.
Oh my God, Corey! Fuck you.
So, for those of you guys who don't have it, here we go. I'm just gonna throw it in here. That's Corey's picture in chat, right there. If you guys want to go ahead and take a look at it, but we're looking at Danny's right now. I have tried not to look at these. So there we go. They're pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. Why don't you explain this to the
that's
studio
my
audience?
favorite. Like, that's the point. Like, that's my favorite part of this whole thing, and that's what drew me into it. This movie was like, wait a second, he's not being serious. He just looked at like, what?
What?
You just did that, yeah?
It's like he grammar Nazi'd himself.
Yeah. What is what that's supposed to have wrote?
Yep, written.
Whatever. Fucking
He's
get
like,
on
who
with
cares?
it.
All right. Popping up the next one. Corey.
Yay.
Oh my god. All right.
All right. Now I'm gonna send mine really quick.
Okay, go ahead and send yours. Corey, go ahead and explain this to peoples.
This movie sucks.
All right. That's pretty good. All right.
Okay, so mine isn't like a joke or even a scene from the movie. Mine is part of Emmy Rossum's neck.
She does have a long ass neck.
Did you
She really does.
Is that-
part giraffe?
I like
Photoshopped hair? How did you do that hair?
I worked really hard on it.
It looks really good. It looks like
Thanks.
you took a photo and like photoshopped it on there.
There's a little bit of
she's
Photoshop
super
work
hot,
involved.
though.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what about her neck? Explain this. What was going on?
I think she has a super long neck. Also, she sings like a bird. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's super hot. I love
Yeah,
her.
she is. Oh my God.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Also, she was 16 when she filmed this movie.
really?
And now I'm
Yeah.
a pedophile.
And,
Lollygag, hot.
Gerard
Oh.
Butler was in his 30s or something like that. I think I read. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, here goes mine. Throw that down in there. Did it go through?
Yeah.
There we go.
There it goes.
I'll go ahead and pop it up for everybody here. This was my favorite scene. And this is the only thing I can think of when she was walking through that tunnel with all the arms.
I think.
Through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered, I fought my way here to the castle beyond the Goblin City to take back the child that you have stolen. It reminded me so fucking hard of Labyrinth. It wasn't even fucking funny.
That's awesome.
So that was the only thing I could think of when she was walking down the hall, and like the arms were holding the torches and moving out of the way for them.
Was that the scene when they went across that like moat that they could have just like took 5 steps to get across? They're like,
Yeah.
let's
when
just
she
get in this
was
boat.
riding on the horse and he's carrying the horse. Like, what
Okay,
the fuck?
so that was probably my
Fuck.
second favorite scene. They had the horse, right? He got the horse, he put her on it, they walked down one flight of stairs, and then she got off the horse, and I was like, really? That's this horse's life.
The horse just disappeared then, too.
It's like, that is the whole existence of this horse, is to carry people every now and then down one flight of stairs. It was
It
like,
was the same with that boat. Like he paddled it 4 feet, and then they got on the other side. It's like, what the hell's the point of that?
it's like you could have used the horse to make glue and the wood from the boat to make a bridge.
Yeah.
It would have saved a lot of trouble. Alrighty, okay, so I got to give out the Essence Award here. This is a tough choice. It actually is. I want to give it to Corey. but I also want to give it to MrKravin for the neck.
Don't give it to me.
He's really sticking his neck out on that one.
Oh my god, stop it.
Corey lost the point.
Oh my god.
I get extra points.
Corey, you get the fucking Essence Award. Corey's picture has shown us the essence of the film. So you get a point.
Yeah. They didn't go into the crowd singing to make it more entertaining.
All right, so now it's you guys' time to vote. Vote for your favorite picture. You can't vote for yourself, but you have to vote for somebody else. If it's a tie, then nobody gets the point. And remember, you can't vote for me either.
Okay.
So, Danny, go ahead, go first. Who are you voting for?
I got to go with the neck because that's an attractive feature to me.
Yeah, it's super hot.
Yeah.
I tried to draw boobs on her, then I remembered she was 16. I decided against it.
It's better that way.
Yeah.
The neck is nice, but it needs boobs. Vote for my brother.
Okay. All right. Craven, who are you voting for? What's your favorite picture?
The fuck.
All right. So there we go. Point goes to Danny for best picture. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm popular.
They like me. They really like me.
Let's go ahead and we'll talk about, I guess, the ending of the film before we move on to our ratings and then the final questions. Danny, the ending of the film, what did you think about it?
Now that this has been a while since I've seen it again, but I didn't realize that he got away. Like, it didn't even dawn on me when I first watched it. It's just like, damn, that dude just dipped out the back in this broken ass mirror. But how is nobody seeing this mirror?
Well, he had a cloth in front of it.
Yeah. So I thought it kind of summed up the movie in general. And I was still confused by who the two old people are at the end. Still to this day, like right now. So,
Baby Girl kind of explained it. She said the old man was what's his name? Christine's boyfriend.
Okay, yeah.
That was him.
Raul.
And then the girl was her blonde friend.
Oh. Okay.
And she said that it was either Raul or it was the manager.
I do like that the rose was on the grave. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, with the ring.
Yeah. That's kind of heartbreaking.
What'd you think about the end of the movie?
Well, actually, the ending was my favorite part of the whole movie.
It's like me with Donnie Darko.
Yeah, fuck Donnie Darko. Oh my god.
It's finally over. This is the best part of the movie.
I'm like, yes! I was like clapping. I was like, yes!
You loved it?
It's over.
What about you, Craven? What'd you think?
I actually agree about the ending. Yeah, like I said, I thought it was kind of a movie. So when it was over, I was like, all right, thanks, cool. thanks for stopping.
Okay, that's great. I was confused about the ring. The entire fucking movie.
He like forcefully proposed to her, and she's like,
No. Here's the thing. That was the ring that Raul had given her.
I thought it was a ring that the Phantom gave her.
It was a ring that he gave her to propose to her, but she wore it on a necklace around her neck. Then the Phantom came and stole it, and then later on gave it to her as his proposal fucking ring.
Indian gift.
And then
wow, that's super shitty.
And then at the end, I guess he got it again, and then he put it on the rose at the end, and it was like you re-gifted a stolen fucking wedding ring to the same girl, and then put it on her grave at the end.
It's kind of creepish, guy. Not gonna lie.
Like, with all that fucking money he got, you think that he would sneak his fucking deformed ass out and go get a fucking ring.
It's francs, so it was like cents on the dollar.
God.
Hey, I got you a ring. Oh, I've seen this before. No, you haven't.
It's new.
Brand new.
But I thought that the ending, God, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just move on to our ratings. All right, so Danny, how would you rate this movie?
A solid 3.5 batarangs.
3.5 batarangs out of 5?
Yeah, almost 4 with the nostalgic, but the campiness and the lack of story. I'll back up Corey. Totally bumped it down to the 3.5. So,
Corey, what's your rating?
This movie owes me batarangs.
Oh my god.
Give me my batarangs.
Are you just stealing his rating?
Yeah, the -3.
Oh my god, -3.
Jesus.
Craven, how do you rate this?
I would give this. Oh, what? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like you don't have to use batarangs. You can use whatever you want.
I would give this 1.5 colostomy bags out of 5.
Oh my god,
What happened to that second colostomy bag?
it's down his pants.
Yeah,
He had to use it to get out of the chimney, okay?
yeah, exactly.
Well, you guys know my rating scheme. If you have 2 hours to blow or 2 hours worth to blow, I say skip the movie, do the drugs. You have a lot more fun.
I was about to say, if you got some blow, then just do that instead.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to questions. We're going to go ahead and have 1, 2, and 3 point questions along with our Jeopardy question at the end, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up with everybody's homework assignment. So everybody, go ahead and type in something into the chat box for the public group chat here in Skype.
Yes.
We're going to use that as our buzzer. So don't hit enter. Just have something typed out, and when you hit enter, that's your buzzer. Whoever pops up first, that's who gets to answer first. The questions are rated from easiest to hardest, going from 1 point, 2 point, and 3 points. And the points right now, as standing, is Danny has 2 points,
Woo.
Corey has 2 points, and Mr. Craven has 1 point. A single
You're a
lonely
terrible
point.
host to our guest star.
Whatever, he needs to try harder.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll have a fruit basket waiting.
With champagne.
With your fucking vintage champagne. It
You
refracts
can put
lasers.
breadcrumbs in it.
Oh god.
That's called croutons.
Ugh. Oh, that might actually be really good.
Do you have any cretins?
Stop it. Okay, so you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Corey, you good?
Yep.
Alrighty. Question number 1. And okay, I'm gonna read out the question. Don't hit anything, and I'm gonna say go, and then hit your buttons.
Yes.
Question number 1. What was in the very beginning of the movie? They were having an auction. What was the lot number for the chandelier? Go.
Oh,
Nah.
damn it.
You jumped the gun.
I did.
Corey, go ahead.
666.
That is correct.
Oh, just momentarily too soon.
Like when they said lot number 666, the chandelier, I was just like, of course it is.
Yeah, I was writing down questions, and I was like, okay, I don't know if you guys know this. When I'm watching the movie, I'll watch it twice. I'll watch it once to absorb the movie, and then the second one to go through and find trivia. And I was watching it actually the first time, and they said it, and I looked at Baby Girl, and I was like, what fucking lot number did they just say? So we had to rewind the film, and it was like lot 666, and I was like, of course. Why not? Let's just throw out that cliche.
Around.
All right, so there we go. Corey, you went ahead and got the point.
So mad at myself right now.
All right, second question. Medium question. What was Christine's family's last name?
You didn't say go. You didn't say
Oh,
go.
sorry.
Right,
Go.
I jumped the gun this time.
All right, Danny, go ahead.
It's Daye.
That is correct. Dae. That's spelled D-A-A with a little line over it and then E. So good job, Danny. You get 2 points.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Justice.
Congratulations. The last question, arguably the hardest question. And when I saw this, I had to pause the movie and go, what? We're 3 points. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Carlotta, the diva singer, actually has a life-size painting of herself. And in that painting, she's holding a platter. What's on that platter? Go. Oh my god. Danny, go ahead.
She's not in the dark. I think it's one of her shoes.
Nope.
Damn.
That's incorrect. Corey?
It's a Platypus. Oh.
Get out.
Damn it.
Get out. No. Kraven, you want to gander a guess?
I can't even remember what painting you're talking about.
Do a real guess if you want.
Yeah, she was it was in her room up on the wall, and then when she threatened to leave, they pulled the painting off the wall and they were walking out with it. And then when she went back to the painting, when she went back to her room, they put it back on the wall.
I could hazard a real guess.
Fuck. Wasn't it somebody's head? Wasn't it like the owner of, or like her ex-husband's head or something like that?
That is correct. It was a human head.
Yes.
Wow.
There you go, Kraven with 3 points, shooting up to the lead.
Oh, he's tied.
Oh, actually, you're tied.
That's
Tied with
hard.
Danny. Good job. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, "Is that a fucking head? Is it her with a head on a fucking
that was her
platter?"
prop in the beginning of the movie.
So good, so good. I love that painting. There's very few paintings that I love and I want to put up on my wall. That's one of them. The second one is the George Costanza painting.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Please, can I have it?
Definitely want that. I want that like all over my fireplace.
Yeah.
So there we go. And then I want that painting with I have it, the picture for the fucking, that I put on Facebook sometimes with the dude from Jurassic Park.
Yes, that would be magnificent.
Where he's sitting there with the butterfly with the hurricane in the back.
Jeff Gold.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Ian Malcolm.
You've seen it, right? I put it on Twitter before.
It used to be my background.
Yeah, I would love to have that painting. All right. That's great. Okay, so the next one is going to be our Jeopardy match, our Jeopardy question. All right, everybody good? Alrighty. Got Kraven's, got Danny's, and got Corey's. Awesome, fantastic. All right, here is the question. After Christine disappears temporarily, or gets kidnapped the first time, there's a scene that I lovingly refer to as the note passing scene. How many notes did the Phantom write, and to whom did he give them to? I'm not expecting names, but you should at least have some kind of general description of who got how many notes. So go ahead, type in your answers, and everybody else at home, enjoy this lovely tune by Danosongs. Danosongs.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go to his page, support him.
See another sunrise, sing a little song. At the end of the day, sweet baby, gonna lay down next to me. See a tree fall down in front of me, take another path straight down the mountain, and listen to the echo in the well. And I'm tired and dirty like a beggar, more aching and sore than ever. I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, the time is now or never, and I ain't gonna live forever. I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Walked by a missionary, looking at his map for the monastery. Gonna lay on stone and bake some holy bread. All the wars have come and gone, and now I'm headed back down to see my angel and her majesty. And I'm tired and dirty like a beggar, more aching and sore than ever. I crawled out of the grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, the time is now or never, and I ain't gonna live forever. I crawled out of the grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. I can see the frost from my breath shine like ice in the light. Yeah, I got a little bit of herb in my pocket and some rye to last me through the night. Oh, I hear the sounds of trumpets and drums and put one foot in front of the other. I ignore my orders as a departed man should. See another sunset and sing a little song. Maybe someday baby's gonna lay down next to me. The evenings are growing and I'm walking into black. I move quietly through footsteps that are fading fast, and I'm tired and dirty like a beggar, more aching and sore than ever. I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. The time is now or never, and I ain't gonna live forever. I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance. Yeah, I crawled out of a grave and I'm gonna take my chance.
All right, and we're back. All right, so everybody went ahead and submitted their answers. And let's go ahead and start getting right through it. Or right to it, I suppose.
Yeah.
We'll start with Danny, I guess, since I'm just going to scrolling down. Danny bet 2, no fuck it, all in, go big or go home, 4. And he said there were 4 letters given. 2 for the owners, 1 each. 1 to the boyfriend, and 1 to the bitch. I would say you're very close, but you're wrong. No cigar. So you actually bet all your points, so you actually now have 0 points.
Worf. YOLO.
Corey, I should have done yours first, but I often overlook you. He bet 3 points, all his points, all in. And he answered, P. Sherman 42, Wallaby Way, Sydney.
God damn it.
So, no, that is the incorrect answer.
So close.
You have 0 points.
Solid.
Craven has gambled all of his points.
Oh my god.
And he answered 8. The mustache guy.
Yeah, he little bit mustache dude. Or maybe that was me. Can't remember.
That's an incorrect answer. You've lost all of your points.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a rarity. This is rare.
Never tied, I don't think.
Host decide.
The correct answer, and Danny, you were the closest. It's actually 5 letters that he wrote out through that scene.
See, that's what I thought, but I couldn't figure out who the 5th one was.
2, 1 for each of the managers, 1 to the boyfriend, 1 to the diva bitch, and he also wrote 1 to the lady who was like her mom.
I knew it. I fucking knew it, man.
So there were 5 letters that were written out there.
Yeah.
All right, so that means it's a 3-way tie.
Oh, there's your 3-way.
So and I'm going to do something that has never been done before on this podcast.
Be gentle. It's my first time.
Please, you never want to gentle your first time. Just go kiss it before you fist it.
Oh God, please.
All right, so in lieu of this, because everybody, there's no points.
No points. Goddamn.
I'm the fucking winner, and I get to pick the next fucking movie.
Oh shit!
My movie pick. All right, here we go. This is you guys have to try to guess the title. This shouldn't be too hard. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but it's blank, and the blanks of the round table struggle to hold power amid a shaky political landscape in this take on a myth of Camelot.
Is it King Arthur?
It is King Arthur.
God damn it!
2004 King Arthur.
Well, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for that shit.
With Clive Owen, Keira Knightley. I don't give a fuck. Keira Knightley is hot as shit in that fucking movie.
I saw this movie when it came out because I worked at the movie theater.
And that's the movie pick. So King Arthur, be sure to go check it out on Netflix, and also be sure to draw a picture, whether it's Phantom of the Opera. Go ahead and send it to the email at the end, or you can go ahead and submit your picture for King Arthur. We'll go ahead and debut that in the next podcast.
Yeah,
and yeah, I think that's it. I'm done. Anybody have anything else to say?
I'd rather watch fucking Monty Python.
Ugh, get out of here.
Fuck you. You don't know what you just put on us.
Amazing movie.
The best movie ever made.
A curse.
A curse of both your houses.
A curse!
All right. I guess that's it. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Can we untie him now, or can I take him with me?
No, we're doing...
Put the duct tape back on him.
Okay. Kiss it before we fist it. He's tied up, so...
All right, well, everybody look away. You don't want to see what's going to happen. We're going to make animal noises.
Okay, if you want to check it out, be sure to pick up the continuation of this podcast on RedTube.
Yes.
We'll see you guys there. So peace out, everybody.
Triggered.
No one I know is out to kill me. I guess I'm doing okay. I'm lost among the millions